Make room on the counter. Something delicious is about to happen. Let's take a look at the Pampered Chef Deluxe Electric Grill and Griddle. And now for the unboxing. Voila! There it is. Isn't she pretty? In the back of the unit, there's a place to wrap the cord for storage, and this is also where the power button is. It also comes with a owner's manual and a cooking guide with a few recipes, a scraper for cleaning off the griddle plate, and a meat probe. Okay, let's take a closer look at this. To open it up, you just lift the handle, and it will go to the upright position. And then there is a release tab when you want to lay it down. You can see that right there. And then it lays flat. These griddle plates are interchangeable. Each side has a release button. You just push that button and lift the front of the plate and it'll pop out. And then you can go ahead and change the plates, and you can mix and match. You could have one side with a grill and one side with a griddle. One of the features I really like about this grill is that you can cook from the top and the bottom at the same time. And there's a handy dandy little lever there to adjust the height of the top lid for cooking or melting purposes. This thing cooks burgers and steaks and chicken breast, things like that, really fast. You may be wondering how you can cook the top of your burgers or steak or whatever evenly when the top plate is not level with the bottom. Well, they solved that problem, and the top of the unit is on a swivel. The swiveling top part of the unit allows you to get the top perfectly level with the bottom, so your food will cook evenly top and bottom. It just pops right out of the swivel, and there you go. And you can adjust the height as mentioned earlier, and you can set this so that it is making contact with the top of the food, or it's just hovering over it to warm it or to melt cheese or whatever kind of thing you're doing there. It also has a tray for catching excess grease drippings, and that has a little compartment that you can store your probe in. I recommend not doing that. It says you're supposed to take it out before using the appliance, and I would forget to do that, and I imagine most of you would as well. But use it if you want. It's pretty handy, and you got to remember to clean it as well. By the way, this is ground venison with some beef added. I ground it myself. And I am actually kind of impressed with those grill marks. Okay, so we've gone through and covered this product and talked about it quite a bit. Let's get to my final thoughts. I really like this machine, and I don't know why I just said A there, because I'm not going to go down a bulleted list or anything like that. But that's my first thought. I really like this product. What you saw in this video here was my first attempt at cooking anything on there, and it was burgers. And because I didn't properly read the directions and instructions and I didn't know how to use the probe, I ended up overcooking these burgers insanely. You'll see there on the probe, it's 205 degrees. Those are beyond well done, way beyond well done, and they were very dry. That was completely my fault, no fault of the product at all. I didn't read the directions to learn how to properly use the probe. Another reason that I ended up overcooking those burgers is because I just was not expecting how quickly this was going to cook burgers. The second night, I decided to do burgers again, and I got the probe figured out. And as you can see here, in about 2.5 to 2 minutes and 40 seconds, these burgers were medium rare. That is fast. If you want them done a little bit more, you can just shut the machine down at when the temperature of the inside of the burger reaches about 125 or 130. Shut it down, let it sit, and watch the temperature gauge. When it reaches 135 or 140, if you like well done, then it's all done. But it all happens very fast. This is with burger that I allowed to reach room temperature. I took it out of the fridge a couple hours before. It was 63 degrees, almost room temperature when I made the patties and put them on the grill. And I think that's a good secret for cooking good burgers or any meat, to be honest with you. But it didn't take long to cook them. This is fast. And also you have to let the machine preheat. You want that sizzle immediately when you set it on the grill. But because I figured out how to use the probe and I let the meat come to room temperature, and because I trusted the probe, these burgers were done perfectly in about 3 minutes. No kidding. So the next night, now that I have the probe working and I could trust it, I tried to do a little ribeye steak. This is nothing special, just a grocery store small ribeye, fairly cheap. And I set the probe to 125 and pulled it off and let it rest, and I basted it with melted butter and garlic, and this turned out fantastic. And similar to the burgers, it cooked in under 3 minutes to 125, medium rare, and I let it rest for 5 minutes, and this was the result. And like I said, it was outstanding. To finish my summary, this appliance is not cheap. It's $350, thereabouts. But it is well worth it for anybody that will use it, say more than once or twice a month. If you're like me, I will be using this thing several times a week. I already can tell that. I've cooked several different things on this, and now that I'm getting used to it and understand how to work it, it is doing really well, and it cooks things really fast. Along with this steak that I made, I also cooked some asparagus with it, and that was just outstanding. And again, the asparagus cooked in about 2 minutes. So all in all, I got to give this 2 thumbs up. I would give it 3 thumbs up, but I don't have 3 thumbs. Thanks for watching.